We come back to Germany now, and Munich airport resumed flight operations early on Sunday after being closed on Saturday due to heavy snowfall that blanketed southern Germany. Thousands of travelers were stranded in the Bavarian capital, where the extreme winter weather disrupted public transport and long-distance rail services. Some residents told DW that they'd never seen so much snowfall in such a short time in their area. And one of the thousands of stranded travelers is my colleague, DW reporter William Glucroft. William, good to see you, albeit under trying circumstances. You're snowbound. Tell us what happened.
Yeah, Nick, you and I are from wintry places, so maybe this is par for the course. Munich and Bavaria, the state in southern Germany, it's also a wintry place, but people who are out and about, they've been telling me that this is the most amount of snow that they've seen at one time and this early in the season, sometime for some of them in their entire lives. I've been here since Thursday. It's been snowing since then, just like full of this powdery, beautiful, perfect snow. Of course, underneath all this snow is quite dangerous ice, and there's as much as 40 centimeters in places of this snow. And as a result, I was supposed to come back to Berlin on Saturday. There was no way that was going to happen because in the night from Friday onto Saturday, just everything came to a standstill. All means of transport, of course, taxis and ride shares, almost impossible to get. Hundreds of people crowding into train stations, into hotel lobbies. I was almost one of them because I didn't think I was going to be able to get to my hotel, which was just a few kilometers outside of the center of the city where I was. It was just impossible to get there. It took me 3 hours to move just a few kilometers, and only thanks to a very nice woman who let me share her Uber with her. She was going to some other part of the city. It took us a very long time. The car actually spun out to the other side of the road once. Fortunately, there was no oncoming traffic. But that's the kind of dangerous situation we're in. And the roads, at least from my perspective, from my experience, they were not treated. They weren't prepared for this, even though it wasn't a huge storm that hit them all at once. It was just accumulating over a very, very long time until we came to the situation of Friday and Saturday, just a complete shutdown.
And just briefly, how long is this shutdown and travel backlog likely to last? What's the weather situation like?
Things are slowly coming back to normal. You can see it's now a beautiful day. The sun is shining. It's very cold, which keeps everything extremely icy. All the surfaces are just, layered with ice. But the airport's back up and running. Trains are up and running, obviously with limitations, with delays. But of course, everybody now wants to get out. So there's a backlog. And whether people really can get out, even if there are trains, is the big question. Hopefully, I'll be seeing you back in Berlin, Nick, sometime today. But it could be tomorrow or sometime this week. We'll just have to see.
Okay, fingers crossed. William Glucroft reporting from a very snowy Bavaria. You're now up to date. After the break,